Yeah, g'day viewers, Miss John Jobs and along, not bad, thanks. Today, I'm down at the Wee Waa Panel shop, baby, and we have got a bit on. We are going to put this on there. Yes, baby, we are putting a V8 Land Cruiser bonnet scoop on Jack and fixing up a few little details on the old fella. Get excited, mate. So first things first, we've got to rip the bull bar bonnet off. No, not the bull bar, we've got to rip the bonnet off, get it over here onto the stands, and yeah, we'll film you through the process of what we're doing. So we've got young Georgey over here, he's helping us out. Well, he's doing all the work, I'm just, you know, being told what to do. We're going to rip all the guts of it out, and we'll flip this one over, rip all the, have a look at that, and then we're going to do some marking out and work out exactly where we're going to put everything and how it's all going to go together. What do you reckon, Georgey?
That's him.
That's him. Yoo-yoo! Georgey, give us your best yoo-yoo.
Oh, a bit busy at the minute, bro.
Bit busy? Righto, mate, so we've spent a bit of time, we've marked it all out. We've worked out we're just going to take the centre out of this one, and it's going to sit, come to sort of roughly about there. So we're going to keep these original sort of humps in the front, but it's sort of going to marry up in the back a lot better and sort of come back to, where are we? There's a mark about there somewhere. So basically just taking the centre out of it, and we keep these original humps, which is going to look sick. I'm keen as. Georgey's just getting the grinder. We've marked it out. And boom, cut it out. We've got a little bit bigger. We've gone a little bit bigger just so that we can trim it down where we need to later on and put it back on the car. So, yoo-yoo. Hey, Joshy, give me a yoo-yoo.
Don't know about this.
Come on, just a yoo-yoo.
Eventually.
Just a quick one.
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow? Oh, okay, copy. Alrighty, mate, so we've made a few first cuts in here. We're just drilling out the bonnet scoop where the plastic kit goes to the centre. Yeah, we'll pull that out and stick it on and see what it looks like. Alrighty, mate, so we've got the scoop out, we've got the centre out that we're going to need. We're going to need probably that again because we're not sure whether it's going to marry up to the 200. Yeah, so the next part is we're just going to sit it on there and see what it looks like. See what we've got to clean up, what we've got to stitch up, and happy days. Righto, let's throw it on there, Georgey, see what you reckon. See what you reckon, eh? The first glimpse, viewers. This is what Jack's new nose is going to look like. Oh, I'm excited. Look at that. Alrighty, mate, so this is where we're up to. We've marked it out. We're, I'm getting nervous. This is the final piece. We're going to go outside of the lines all the way around except this one. We just moved it over a little bee's dick. And it's just on the edge, so I'm nervous, Georgey. I'm nervous, mate. What do we do? He'll be right. We'll poke along. We'll get it done. Just like that, mate. Eh? Woohoo! Don't need that bit, do we, Georgey? Right, that's a scrap. Jack's got a bloody hole in the bonnet, mate. Yoo-yoo! Alrighty, so we've just gone around and we've prepped up the sides. We're going to wait for the air compressor to build up air again and do that on the same on the scoop. Sit it in there, tack it in there, rough it in. Is that what you said? Yep. Rough it in. And then, yeah, we've got to work out underneath the ribs and everything. We've cut the other ribs out of this one. And then we've got to work out where all that's going to sit and weld it in under there once we spin the bonnet over after we've roughed the scoop in. So we still got, it's going to be a big job, Georgey has said. Yeah, we're just working on it afternoons, so yeah, old Jack's not going to have a bonnet for a while, so. It's not illegal to drive around without a bonnet, is it, viewers? Let me know in the comments below. Is it illegal to drive around without a bonnet on? I don't think it is, like, surely not. It'd probably be more of an OH&S thing, wouldn't it? Like spinning fans and belts and stuff, who knows? Anyway. We'll find out, eh? Yeah, let's see how many strange looks I get this morning driving down like this, eh? Copy. Surely it's not illegal to drive without a bonnet, is it, viewers? Who knows, eh? We'll find out, eh? I'll let you know if I get pulled up by the Diekalops. Good morning, viewers, and welcome back to another day of putting a bonnet scoop in Jack's hood. Hood, listen to me. Hood, American. We're not American. Putting a bonnet scoop in Jack's bonnet. So today the plan is I've got to go around here and gently stitch up all this around here, grind it back, fill it in with a bit of fiberglass, bit of bog, and then we're ready for some He used a lot of bigger words, and I don't know. I'm just going to do as I'm told, and hopefully we'll work it out as we go. Yo, yo! Alrighty, viewers. So we've just spent the morning. We've gone through. We've tacked it all in. I've just finished grinding it all up, cleaning it all up. So the next step is to... Josh, what's the next step? I have no idea.
You've got to sand it all out and throw some fiberglass in him.
So we'll sand it out, fiberglass, and then paint?
Rub down.
Then
paint.
Rub down, bog down, paint. Jeez, there's a lot of bloody steps in this. Holy dooly, mate. I'll tell you what, viewers, but we have come a long way since last night when we first started sticking grinders in stuff and putting holes in stuff. But yeah, guys, this is prototype number 1 for Wee Waa Customs. Actually, Wee Waa Paint and Pannel. Alrighty, so I've been sanding all morning, cleaning up welds all morning, and now we're going to do a bit of dint pulling. So we've got a little dint just there from where we've been welding it, and it's warped a bit. I think that's what it is, Georgie. Yep. And then we've got another one just there, and just a few little across the back there. So Georgie's got the dint puller here, and yeah, we'll show you how that works real quick. Look at that. Feel that? Oh, look at that. That's cool as. Just as simple as that, mate. Righto, so we've got the fiberglass bog here. Nicknamed, what is it, Georgie? Gorilla hair.
Yeah, it's him.
Gorilla hair. So we mix up a bit of that with a bit of this stuff here. What's this stuff, Georgie?
Hardener.
Try that.
40 to 1, roughly.
Mix it all up.
Everything's roughly here.
Everything's a bit rough, but it works. Nothing but professionalism, mate, hey? We come over here. I'm just going to watch Georgie, the master at work. So we just finished pulling the dents out of there. Just giving a little whiz up where the dent puller just tapped into it. And I can already see it. The vision is coming together. It's looking absolutely sensational. I'm over the moon with it. So once we get the bog on, I'm still going to sand. I'm still going to get all the clear coat off the bonnet here. So because the clear coat was peeling on this, that's what the problem was. So we're going to try and get all the clear coat off once we get this stuff set. And yeah, there we go. And so we'll just poke around, do the whole way right around there, and then feather it out and do whatever Georgie's got to do, and let it dry, sand it back. We only do one coat of this stuff.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Obviously here, these bits here is where we had to weld up the on the 79 bonnets. They got the window washer pisser things, they call them. So they got welded up there, so they'll get a little bit of bog on them too. And happy days. Righto, that's batch number 1 done. We'll Georgie just mixing up some more. How good does it look, mate, hey? What do you reckon? Holy bloody dooly. So the back section's already started to go hard because that was the first bit that we did. So now I'm just going to keep sanding and then let that cure. Tell you what, viewers, I mean, muscly after this. It's a bit of work in this, mate, eh? Still got to do all that and all around there. I've done the back, done this side. Ooh, yeah. Righto, guys, so this is where we're at. We're Friday afternoon, so we're knocking off for the weekend. Georgie and I have both had enough. We'll come back in Monday morning and yeah, finish off what we started so far. Stand back here real quick. You.
Got it out of me.
Got him. So far, it's looking sick as. So I'm heaps excited with it. We still got to get a bonnet insert and work out that bit, but we can do all the bogging and everything on it first. And then, yeah, so, yeah, guys, if you like this and you want something like this done, Wee Waa Panel Repairs. What's your address, Georgie?
31 Boolcarol Road, Wee Waa.
Yeah, phone number?
67954
Excellent. So if you want some custom jobs like this done on your cars and stuff like that, bonnet scoops, full restos, they do full old school restos. They've done a couple of Statesmans, old cruisers. Full resprays on old cruisers, VKs, all that sort of era, anything really.
Tractors, aeroplanes, don't matter.
Yeah, you got tractors, aeroplanes, fuel tanks, anything, they can do it. Wee Waa Pannel, baby. Come and see Georgie and the boys. They will look after you. Tell them I sent you. You. Alrighty, viewers, day number 3 down to the Wee Waa Pannel shop. And I can only spend an hour here this morning. We're going to go out and harvest some sorghum as soon as the moisture dries out a bit. But this is what we're up to. We're we continue prepping, continue sanding, and then once I do this, Georgie's going to throw some bog in today for me while I'm on the header, and then yeah, I'll come back tonight when we knock off, sand all the bog up, and it should be getting really close to being ready for primer. So I still got a little bit of these holes I've got to sort of sand out of here and just get that down, and we're trying to get the lines in it nice, and so I'm going to sand a bit more off there just so the line looks good. And there's a little hump, and you just see it just there, there's a little hump, so I'm going to sand all that so it comes back nicely. But yeah, not bad, thanks. Alrighty mate, so we're back down in the panel shop this afternoon, and yeah, Georgie's just mixing up some bog. We've finished doing all the fiberglassing prep. Come over here and we'll show you what he's doing with the bog. How you going, Georgie?
Good, Raz. Good.
That's good. So what are we doing here?
Just mixing up a bit of bog, man.
Mix up a bit of bog and throw some bog around him.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what's the next process after bog?
Lock it down.
A bit more sanding.
Yeah, more sanding.
Geez, my arms are getting sore, viewers, I tell you what. Alrighty, so we've got all the bog in. I'm just going over the heat gun, heated it up. And we're just going to cool it down a little bit. And then block it down a bit more, get rid of some of these bigger humps in it. And then, yeah, keep upper. Alrighty, viewers, the moment we have all been waiting for. Alrighty, so what are you doing here, Georgie?
Wax and grease remover, clean the panels, mate.
Wipe it down. Just masked up the hole in there. Georgie's done an absolutely sensational job shaping all the lines up. He spent the past 2 nights like getting it all so it all looks smick. High fill primer.
Yep.
So we go high fill primer on it, and then yeah, to step back, have a look. Maybe little touch ups with a bit of bog here and there just to get the high patches out of it, he said. And then yeah, happy days. Alrighty, so we're in the paint room. Just going to mix up some of the primer. So what do we put in it, Georgie? What is our mixture?
4 to 1. High fill. 4 parts primer, 1 part hardener.
Yep.
Filler primer, yeah.
So what's the difference between normal primer and filler primer?
Oh, this will fill imperfections, scratches, chips.
Yep.
Yeah, normal primer is pretty thin. It's pretty thick.
Yep. So then we've got to sand, once we put this on, let it dry, we've got to sand it back again.
Yeah, and we'll re-prime.
Yep. Yeah, sick. As you can tell, viewers, I'm static. Let's get it done. Yo! Here we go, mate. He's letting me stir it. I must have done something right. Okay? Bottom up. Bit of thinners, bit of hardener. Stir it around, then we put it through the strainer and then into the paint gun.
Watching every motion in my spirit love, yeah. Take my breath away.
Now Georgie's going to show me a trick. Blow me mind, he said, so you don't spill paint with your full can. What?
Yeah, it fills it up. It fills cup up. Look.
No way.
It don't spill any.
You didn't spill a drop, mate.
Nah, pretty fucking good. Old school trick.
That's cool, as.
Maybe that in a fancy restaurant.
That's half full.
Yeah. Yeah, good trick, guys.
Yeah, that's cool, as.
Yeah.
Here we go. 4th coat of primer. Righto, mate, that is job done. So let that dry, and then a few little touch-ups here and there. Georgie just showed me a few bits and pieces we're going to touch up. Not bad, thanks. Oh, viewers, we've been waiting for this to show up, mate. This here is a plastic insert It goes in the scoop of Jack's bonnet. Or wouldn't that put a fork in your fucking 90? It's broken, mate. For fuck's sake. Fuck me. Righto viewers, so we've got the scoop here this afternoon. It rocked up in the old post. So we're just working out how we're going to mask it up and cut out the centre so that we can make the scoop actually function and still use the original 200 series plastic. So we're just going to cut out around here and then cut across the back there, take that section out and then put the scoop in, see what it looks like, see how we're actually going to hold it there, and then yeah, happy days. Let's do it. Alrighty, so I've been asked a few times to show underneath of what we've done underneath. So basically, we've cut these ribs out underneath. We're still going to be using the factory 200 intake, but we have to cut a section out of there so that the scoop will match up into the intake. Now, we've got this solid piece in here. We're actually going to glue it down to the top of the scoop, and that way that'll rigid that up a bit more and yeah, just neaten it up. We've still got a little bit of grinding and stuff to do in here, and then yeah, then this gets undercoated too, Georgie, or not? Under here?
Yeah, bits of it, and then
Yeah.
then we'll paint.
Yeah, paint, and then yeah, we'll seal up where these welds are and that sort of stuff underneath. And yeah, happy days. It's coming along nicely. Yeah, a little trick for young players, viewers. Did you know paint dust does this? Woo! That's how you get rid of it in panel shop, isn't it, Georgie?
That's it.
Alrighty viewers, so we've rubbed back the first couple of coats of primer and we've just found a few little low patches. Georgie's just going to throw a few more bits of bog in, just a light skim, just to tidy up a few of the low patches that we found. And then we hit it with a heat gun and give that another skim down and happy days. But it is coming up absolutely sensational. Alrighty viewers, so we're just back in the booth at the moment. We've got it hanging up. We've just done a couple of rub down with Prepsol, and yeah, we're ready for the last coat of primer, and then we're on. Alright viewers, so we're just going to punch in our paint code, 1G3. 1G3. Toyota Grey.
What year model is yours?
2008.
That's it.
Fuck yeah, look at that. So they're the colours we've got to mix together to make my colour. Bit of black, red, violet. Holy dooly. Righto viewers, so basically we just grab the number off the shelf and we put that many grams into our machine and just weigh it as we put it in, and happy days. So what are we up to, Georgie?
725.
725,
11.2.
11.2 grams. Righto, Georgie's just mixing that up and put it through the strainer. We'll go and lay it on the back of the bonnet and see how it looks. Alrighty, so we've just laid down the undercoat. The final coat on the back half. Yeah, he's just drying it off a bit now with a bit of air. Yeah, clear coat, and then yeah, come back in the morning. We're going to rub down the front, wet and dry the front, and then paint tomorrow night. Happy days. Alrighty viewers, so this is where we're at, mate. We last night we got the last lot of primer done on that side of the bonnet, and we got the, what do you call it, a normal coat and the clear coat done on the back side. So today's project is, I've got to flip it over in a minute, and you'll wet and dry it all down where we painted it last night. But I want to try and sort this out. So this is the scoop off the 200, but we've got to try and mold it so that it picks up the scoop off the 79. And I'm not sure how we're going to do that. I've got some plastics there of yeah, I don't know. We'll work it out. We'll get there. We'll get there. I'll show you a progress update in a minute. But that's basically where that sits. That's where that's got to sit, so it seals on the intercooler. And I've got to somehow cut it out here under there so that it will go into the scoop there. So, yeah, hey, with me, I'll work it out. Yoo-yoo. Alrighty viewers, so a quick update on underneath of the bonnet and what I'm going to do. So this is the section out of the 79 series. So what I've done is pulled the rubber off the 79. Now that seals, that goes on there basically, and seals that off on the 79 scoop intercooler. So I've pulled that off. Now I'll make that sit in there. Oop. Like that. We're going to have to glue that down in there probably. I've had to cut these sections out here, here and here just so it all sits nicely. I'm going to have to cut this section out here and then sit that on top of there. So I'm still able to use my sound card, sound deadener thing underneath, and that'll sit on there. Once I cut all that out, that'll go down there. And what I'm going to try and do is I'm actually going to cut this section out a little bit smaller and like scallop that out, and I'll be able to hopefully glue that bit to this bit so it'll all be one piece, and it'll all seal up like a proper intake for the scoop. So touch wood, it all goes well. I've got the old piece out of the 79 section there, so I've got to cut a piece across there, and then I've got the old bolts, and I'm going to try and bolt through the sound pad onto a section to hold all that bit down there as well, so that can't actually slip back or slide back or anything. So we were a bit worried about what we're going to do under here, but so far it's all been pretty simple and come together really well, hey. So yeah, people wondered what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Yep. Right, viewers, so what Georgie's doing here is we've got these little cards. So he's made up the paint and gone the code off the computer, and he's painted a little card, and we're just trying to match it up to the door that's already on the car so that we can get a reference. Oh, I'll get out of the sunlight for you, mate, sorry. So we can get a reference as to what it's actually going to look like when it's on the bonnet, because the paint code's awesome, but it's not 100%, is it, Georgie?
No.
So you've always got to match it to the
vehicle.
So especially with these metallic colours. Look at me sounding all professional and stuff, eh?
Yeah, it's a bit.
Righto guys, so we have done our first coat of 400. Now we're down to the 800. We've just put the, what do you call this stuff, Georgie?
Guide code.
We've just put the guide coat on, so that's why it all looks all funny. And yeah, Georgie's just rubbing back with the 800. Just get the last little scratches, the last little imperfections out of it. And then, yeah man, she's ready for paint. As soon as we get this done, happy days. Righto viewers, we finished the 800, we finished the 400, we finished the 800. We're just drying it off now, and then we're going to go over it with the whizzer, and then we're going to hit it with the Scotch, what do you call it? Scotch Brite. And then painting time, baby. Yoo-yoo! Righto viewers, we're back in the booth. We're just finished masking it up. We're just about to start masking it up. We've masked up the scoop. Georgie just found a little rough patch. He wants to bloody tidy it up just so it doesn't come out the paint. Mate, he is the man. Absolute professional, brother. I tell you what, bloody ripper. Alrighty viewers, we are all masked up. Paint is mixed. Quick little blowdown. And into it. Righto guys, so the moment you guys have all been waiting for, I've just finished doing it up, test fitted it, and it has come out absolutely smick. There it is, baby. Ew. Not bad, thanks. What a ripper. Yeah, gobby. So guys, I'd love to give a huge shout out to the Georgie and the guys down at Wee Waa Paint and Pannel. If you guys do want a bonnet like this, give Georgie a call on, what's your phone number, brother?
0408 43 67 43.
Yeah, and he'll quote you up, man, and yeah, you can have your 200 looking just like that. Hiluxes, 200s, Rangers, BT50s, whatever, mate. He can graft them. As you have seen, you guys have seen the whole process. It's not just a 5-minute, you know, flick some paint on it, some bog, mate. She's a process, and Georgie has absolutely nailed it, mate. Absolutely nailed it. I'm in love. Oh, Jack, eh? He's got a lease on life. Right, viewers, the other thing that I wanted to show you, I have been collecting it. I didn't tell Georgie I did, but that is how much sandpaper we went through to do that bonnet. Holy dooly, mate. That is a lot of elbow grease. Look at that pile, mate. That is all the pads and sandpaper of every single piece of sandpaper we went through to do that bonnet. There's my old one. There's the old 79 bonnet. Georgie's going to keep that. He reckons he can cut pieces out of it to sort of do restos and stuff and fix other guards. He said it's some good steel. So, yeah, man, we're keen as. But, yeah, check out the pile. Not bad, thanks. Right, guys, it's been a big day. It's absolutely freezing here today. I've got Jack back to where he is. Got all the roof rack, all this awning, all the max tracks, everything's back on him. I tell you what, mate, Georgie down at Wee Waa Pannel does a sensational job. The boy can lay some paint, eh? Holy dooly, look at that. Yo!
That was holy wicked.